Hey folks, thanks for joining me on this behind the scenes bonus process video. The other day I posted a live performance of Blackbird, and it was recorded on Wednesday last week, the other day actually, at my bar gig, my solo guitar gig, where I perform solo, quote solo. I use my loop pedal, but I don't always, I kind of mix and match from solo guitar and using the loop pedal. I really do like playing just solo without loop. But so this kind of is one of my approaches, and this is what I'm going to talk about here, where I do like to kind of often, sometimes I'll mix it up within the song. So I'll just do an intro, and I'm going to share more of these on Patreon, at least demonstrations and how my approach to it, because it's what I do often, sometimes once or twice a week when I'm playing solo guitar gigs. And then it also entails having an arrangement down, knowing the basic melody or chords, of course, so you can improvise off of it. And of course, single notes, it's all to me connected, whether it's Beatles' Blackbird or Ain't Misbehavin', which I just posted that, or Over the Rainbow. These are songs that I'm going to be sharing in the next few days. But I just posted Blackbird, so I'm going to kind of analyze this with you here. Behind the scenes, bonus process video. I'm just going to push play. I'm going to talk a little bit about what I'm doing here. So this is no loop. This is just what I would call a prelude, an intro. And all I'm doing right here when I'm starting off, I don't do it the same way twice, ever. I don't know what I did there. Oh, this. Sorry for the bloody fingers here. It should be on my fingertips, showing that I'm practicing a lot, but scratch myself. So here I'm starting at the A section, but not this part. I didn't want to start there, so I'm just kind of doing this instead. And of course, the real version is this. But I didn't want to just, play note for note to the Beatles, Paul McCartney. So what's important is that you know the chords, and this will help you for your soloing. C major, A/C sharp, could be A7. D major, B/D sharp, could be B7/D sharp. You could even do dim. You see what I'm talking about now for improvisation. You got to know what the chords are. This is a good study. You could do this here. So do that everywhere. This. C sharp dim, or A7/C sharp. If you know the jazz stuff, the gypsy jazz, you know that you could substitute diminished 7, right? Secondary dominance, that's what this whole section is all about. So beautiful. Makes such a really good study. So I really suggest that you practice this in general for chords and your leads. So that's what I'm doing there. I'm just doing some chord melody. I think I do an E flat add 9 or something like Hendrix. And then it walks down. C major. I think I'm doing C major 7, C minor. Again, this is kind of what I call on Patreon. If you're not familiar with my older series, you should check it out. Chord explorations. You know a basic chord progression, but you can freely ad lib around it. You're not bound to it note for note. So none of this is written out. It's just goofing around with chords. C minor, G/B. How I'm doing this is not this. Not like the Beatles. I'm doing G/B like this. And I'm adding the 9 on. And then I'm doing a little jazzy here. I'm doing B flat dim 7 with that major 7. So I'm definitely jazzing it up here. That's the passing chord. That's a flat 3 dim. So that's not written by the Beatles. That's my own addition. 2-5-1. A minor. I think I go to A minor add 9 here. Or A minor 9. Let's see. That's that B flat dim. There. 2-5. To G6. That was A minor 9. D13, G6, or G major 7 would be really pretty. Ooh, yeah, see what I mean? So you can mix and match. Oh, I just go to a G. Then I do it again. Oh, then I actually go to the beginning. There I'm going to show you what I'm doing. I'm just finger picking this, by the way. G6, A minor 6, 3-note shape, G/B, 3-note shape, G major triad. A little fill. Mona Lisa. You know what I mean? You can ad lib. That's a G chord. All I'm thinking is just G, ad lib around G. Might do a blues lick. And then the walk up. Or this. There's that E flat add 9. That's my Hendrix influence. Castles Made of Sound. I love that add 9 chord. Prince used it too. Oh, there I did D, A7, going backwards C, and then C minor. A little bossa. Or a little fill there, a little pentatonic. Oh, that was C minor add 9. Again, just to me, what's going on in my head is that just know the chord progression. D, A7, C major, C minor. Same riff here. And then you're going to hear me click the loop. And that's when I go. 2, 5, 1. And there, that I just want to demonstrate what I'm thinking for the chord movement, for the loop with the groove. That was this. You can put a backbeat. I would do the backbeat if I really wanted a solid groove, but I didn't do it here. Ready? Here's a loop. I'm giving you a preview. Did you see me click on it there? So now I'm focused on just getting the right chords. I don't want to make a mistake, because I don't want to have to re-loop it. And if you make a mistake, tough, you got to move on and keep it going no matter what. It's fun to use a loop pedal, but it's fun to use a loop pedal, but again, you have to already have the chords pretty solidly memorized and under your fingers. Always try to imagine the melody in your head. B section. Let me talk about the B section here. And again, hopefully you have the lead sheet, you'll or know it. I'm thinking a lot of triads, but a lot of inversions too with that walk down bass. F major, C/E, B flat/D, C6, or C major. Not major 7, just C major triad. B flat. I like B flat 6 with the open G. And then back to the C with the open G. So I do this. A7, very much like the Beatles, 2, 5, 1, or 2, 5, 1, and then back to the top. Sometimes I'll just go right to the loop. In this case, on this particular gig, probably because I haven't played this for a month or so, I went back to that riff, and then I clicked the loop. Okay, so that's why you're gonna see that little bit of dead space between there. Right here. Ready? I'm gonna click the loop. I'm getting ready. Loop. Right, and immediately, right when I click that loop, that's the top of the form. And notice I'm playing the melody right as I click it, because I know that's beat 1 of the top of the form, and I didn't miss the beat, which is good. So be prepared to do that when you're looping. You can't just click it and then, you know, you have to be ready for the melody if the melody starts on beat 1, especially. So you got to play right when you click it. And I'm ad-libbing around the melody. I am going to say this, you know, learn the melody as written and then learn to ad-lib, you know, knowing what your scale and stuff options. And one thing that I was thinking here is, and I said this in the text, is that I'm thinking the melody low. I often will say this, melody low, melody high. It's important that you learn the melody both low and high. Have 2 options. I actually do both. And that both, it kind of sounds good to me. Sometimes I might save the high for the end after some soloing. But in this case, I do the melody low once, and then I go back and do the melody again, but a higher octave. Again, I'm just kind of filling in space and having it be more melody focused for this bar gig versus too much improvisation. Notice, technique-wise, now I'm using my thumb to play the melody. I love the thumb, kind of my Wes Montgomery, sound vibe. It's just mellow. I want it mellow. I don't want it, and I'm not using a pick. I don't want it bright sounding. I'm not using my fingers either. For the B section here, I'm going to make my, for the B section, I'll do the demo here. For the B section, it's super easy melody. Blackbird fly. It's just 2 notes. Blackbird. Sometimes I like to do and I do like to do octaves. It just makes it sound a little fatter. But that's all it is. Blackbird fly. And there's a little riff. Into the light of a dark black night. And I like to blues it up. You'll hear me. It's like a G minor lick. Learn that everywhere. A G minor blues, you know, it's a beautiful phrase. Check it out here. Right here. And I notice a flat 3, 2, open G. I love that. Or you can just bend. I love that. That's so bluesy sounding. So I like to really squeeze that out. There's that space. There's that space. I'm just kind of saying, oops, I put that extra phrase there. I'm just gonna chill out. And then here it is, melody up. Now I'm gonna kick into the melody up an octave. Again, let me know in the comments if you're enjoying this behind the scenes process video where I'm analyzing, because I like analyzing. I mean, you know, that's what I do. So performing, but it's interesting for me to analyze my own self. So let me know again if in the comments if you like this. I'm going to keep doing more of these. Always be aware of the progression. That's G chord. Then That's E minor, C minor. I'm jangoing up a little bit, but again, know the chords so that you can ad-lib those licks around there when as needed. Usually I put a space in there, but I didn't. I just went right into the melody. There's that E minor to C minor. So again, that's some really good practicing right there. E minor, C minor, E minor, C minor. I just want to nail that every time so I could get that change. Right there, C major to C minor. Same type of thing, major to minor. You got to catch that little lick there, that E to the E flat. Then you know it's a space, and then you're set. B section. Just adding a little bit of rhythm. Notice I'm plucking this in octaves. Here's that blues lick. I should have did it up an octave, but I didn't. Harmonics. Now I'm improvising off the form, and I'm thinking kind of G major pentatonic, diatonic to the key of G. We could do we could do a lot of stuff. So again, if you like this, you mean talk more about soloing, let me know in the comments. It's the only way I know if you like stuff like this. So let me know in the comments if you're like, hey, can you do more soloing discussion on Blackbird? Pentatonics. And my phone died on me. I don't know. I actually was really happy with my solo and was going to hopefully share the whole thing on this solo, on this song. I'm just kind of goofing around, showing you maybe what I'm thinking there. I'm really outlining the chords, because I love that progression. There's so much movement there. The pentatonic scale alone just doesn't cover those notes. Well, hey, I hope you enjoyed today's behind-the-scenes bonus process video. Again, please let me know in the comments if you did and you want more. I'm going to do more of my other performances too, as I feel like it has something to offer to you for the behind-the-scenes. I appreciate it. See y'all next time.